today's video, I'd just like to share that 94% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you are feeling generous, be sure to drop a like and a sub, and let's get right into today's video. Thank you. Howdy, I'm Daxio, and this is Plugged In News. And in today's pin update, we have angry New Jersey residents shout at Joe Biden as he views flood damage. And I have two videos to go along with that, so stay tuned because you're going to enjoy them, most likely. As well as Las Vegas mother furious after teacher tapes mask onto fourth graders' faces. Yeah. And for the last story, government threatens Kodak Black with cease and desist over donating AC units to housing projects. Let's get right into that. Alright, and for the first story today, this is coming from Breitbart News, and it is by Charlie Spearing, and the title of it is Angry New Jersey Residents Shout at Joe Biden as He Views Flood Damage. Now, not only do I have a video of the New Jersey residents yelling at Joe Biden, but there's also a bunch of quote-unquote protests and chants going on over the weekend saying basically, F Joe Biden. America's not happy at all with the president. So let's continue reading. President Joe Biden was met with angry criticism when he traveled to Manville, New Jersey to meet with storm victims on Tuesday. The president walked through the neighborhood with local New Jersey officials, including Senator Cory Booker, observing the damage caused by record flooding from the remains of Hurricane Ida. As he walked around the streets littered with storm debris, Biden was soon confronted by angry shouts from people in the area. Media cameras caught a group of people shouting over the fence at Biden as he met with homeowners in the area. One of them was holding a Donald Trump flag. It's sad that America has come to this. It's despicable, a woman shouted. Another man expressed his frustration that his friend died in Afghanistan only to watch Biden abandon Americans in the country. My best friend died in 2011 Afghanistan for what, he asked. This guy to pull this Others shouted, leave no American behind. Secret Service agents blocked the group from coming any closer to Biden. You shouldn't be protecting tyrants, a woman shouted. Other people in the neighborhood shouted at Biden. Go to sleep, Sleepy Joe. Blank, O-file. Another man shouted, just because I don't want to get TOS by YouTube. Biden began his journey in the streets wearing both his mask and his aviator sunglasses, but soon dangled his mask from his ear as he met with a small boy and gave him a hug. Of course. Later, the president shed his mask entirely as he met with some residents in the area. The president appeared annoyed with the angry shouting, calling them the people who stand on the other side of the fence who don't live here. The people who stand on the other side of the fence that don't live here. No, Joe, I'm pretty sure those people do live there, and they're mad at you. Just like the rest of America is mad at you. You're a failure, and it's obvious. Biden also claimed the shouting people opposed action on climate change, despite no evidence backing his assertion. Biden has no idea what's going on. I don't understand how he's president. He's not mentally capable of being president. He's in La La Land 100% of the time. New Jersey is typically a Democratic state, but has a vocal group of Trump supporters who made themselves heard. I don't think they made themselves heard. I think it's just normal people being fed up with Biden. And Trump supporters, of course, yes. There will be Trump supporters there, but there will also be normal people who are fed up with Biden. It's just how it goes. He's not a good president.
Stay back, please. Stay back. You murderer! Killing our kids out there, you murderer! Murderer! Killing our kids out there! You worthless piece of trash!
Fuck Joe Biden! 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 Fuck Joe Biden!
The next story is also from Breitbart, and it is coming from Paul Boyes, and it is Las Vegas mother furious after teacher tapes mask onto fourth grader's face. This story is absolutely insane, and it goes to show you why you should be talking to your kids. Parents should be talking to your kids, seeing what they're doing in school, seeing what they're being taught, seeing what's happening, or listening to what's happening in school, because stuff like this could be happening, and you have no idea if it was or not. And you have to make sure you also go to the parent-teacher conferences and know these teachers and get to know them better, or else stuff like this will happen. So this goes on to read, a mother in Las Vegas has called for a substitute teacher's resignation after the woman allegedly taped masks onto children's faces in a 4th grade classroom. Speaking with KVVU TV, the mother, who wished not to be identified, said she was furious after she learned of what happened to her 9-year-old son at Reedham Elementary School in Mountain's Edge. I was furious. I was scared for my son on what kind of long-term effect is going to have on him socially, the fact that his entire class was laughing, she said. The moment allegedly happened, the mother said he went to get a sip of water and forgot to put on the mask. The teacher did not tell him to put it back on or send him to the office. She instead pulled him to the front of the classroom in front of all the students and then taped the mask across the top of his face. The boy later went to the office to pick up homework where an administrator noticed the tape on his forehead and alerted the principal. So again, just want to point this out. Joe Biden, the president, gets to take off his mask, even though this boy may or may not be vaccinated. Joe Biden may or may not be vaccinated. This boy has to sit there and wear his mask. Joe Biden doesn't. Does that show you something? Is there a power struggle there? Anything? Anyways, it goes on to read, the boy later went to the office to pick up his homework where an administrator noticed the tape on his forehead and alerted the principal. The mom said the sub added a second layer of tape from his nose to his forehead, and with the tape still on his face, he went to the office to pick up homework he'd forgotten at home and his dad had dropped it off. So this is so lucky that he went to go get his homework that he forgot at home, and an administrator saw him, or else maybe this would have never been even known. When he went to the office to pick up the homework is when one of the administrators noticed the tape on his face. She saw another student who she thought was with my son, or who thought was my son, with tape on her face as well, he added. The boy remembered that up to 5 students had masks taped on their face, which had been happening since the start of the school year. He was very upset, he was crying, and he was humiliated. The school district referred to this teacher's action as an isolated incident, even though the boy said it happened apparently 5 times. And it's not an isolated incident considering, guess what? Probably 30 kids in that class saw that, and that kid's going to be most likely scarred for a while, if not a long time. The district is aware of the isolated incident, not isolated, and is dealing with the employee through the proper channels. The principal proactively notified the family of investigation, the district said in a statement. Again, parents, make sure you know your kids' teachers, make sure you're talking to your kids about school, or else stuff like this happens, or it will continue to happen. And for the last story today, this is coming from Activist Post by Matt Agorist, and it is government threatens Kodak Black with cease and desist over donating AC units to housing projects. And obviously, it'll show later in the story that this was for a music video, or some of the stuff of him donating the AC was used for a music video. And I believe he posted a lot on his social media about him donating AC. So obviously this is some sort of publicity stunt. You know, he wants to get some good PR. But nonetheless, he is doing a good deed. So let's go on to read. In July of this year, as residents of Golden Acre Project sweltered in their homes during an oppressive Florida heat wave, rapper Kodak Black decided to step in and help them out. On the 4th of July, Black delivered in the neighborhood with a truck full of 100 AC units to hand out. He went door to door himself to hand out the units. "We out here passing out AC units, helping install them," Kodak said in a video he posted to social media. "We do it for the projects, we do it for the projects. These people relying on us, or relying on just enough cash to survive. We'll get you ACs, man. We out here." Many of the residents were brought to tears by the kind act, which may have quite literally saved some of their lives. A lot of times, people get it twisted. They'd be like, "Man, Kodak sleep. Man, Kodak this, Kodak that." Well, check this out. Kodak back in the hood, back in his hood, man giving back, and it's nothing new. You just happen to be a part of it today, and that's it. Well, the community celebrated their new AC units, and the fact that they could now cool their homes. The government was working behind the scenes to do what the government does. Fast forward to this month, and the Housing Authority of Pompeo Pampano Beach made sure that no good deed goes unpunished. TMZ reports the Housing Authority of Pampano issued a cease and desist letter to Kodak claiming that he caused disturbances while delivering air conditioning units to housing projects in July. Your actions have adversely impacted the property's residents' right to peacefully enjoy the property, the letters read, according to TMZ. The authority also claimed that the rapper's subsequent music video, which was shot in the same location, also caused a disturbance. So again, yeah, this was for PR, this was for getting some publicity and stuff, but at the end of the day, the government should have no right to come in, 2 months later and write a cease and desist letter saying, oh, you have no right to do this is causing a disturbance. He's giving back to the community. He's giving people, unlike you guys, what did the government do? The government doesn't want any good to happen, apparently. It's not allowed here. It's seriously not allowed. Absolute tyranny. It's stupid. You're gonna waste taxpayer money to send him a cease and desist letter 2 months later. For what? For what? For him giving out AC units? Please, go find something better to do. Like, fix COVID, bro. Fix the economy. Jeez. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub down below, drop a comment. And thanks for staying plugged in. Peace out, crew.